Hello everyone, myself Sagar Gunani from Elite Careers. This video lecture is on integration part 3. Further in this video, we are going to see few more techniques related to integration. So let's start. Integrate x square plus 4x plus 1 upon x minus 1 into x plus 1 into x plus 3. If we observe this given equation, then there are three linear terms in the denominator, that is x minus 1 into x plus 1 into x plus 3. Linear terms are the terms which is having degree 1. However, there is only one single polynomial in the numerator, and which is x square plus 4x plus 1. Whenever you come across such kind of formulation, then the easiest way is to split this term into three parts as per the three linear terms in the denominator. So first part is a by x minus 1, second is b by x plus 1, and third is c by x plus 3. A, B, C, these are the constants of the three terms. Now, to find out the value of A, B and C, these are the constant terms, we have to take the LCM of this equation. Once you take the LCM of this equation, in the denominator you will get x minus 1 into x plus 1 into x plus 3, where in the numerator you will get the terms related to A, B and C. So if I take the LCM, then you will get A into x plus 1 into x plus 3 plus b into x minus 1 into x plus 3 plus c into x minus 1 into x plus 1. So this is the term of numerator on the right hand side, and that has to be compared with the numerator on the left hand side, which is equal to what? It is equal to x square plus 4x plus 1. Also, to find out the value of a, b and c, we have to choose such a value of x in such a way that b and c is eliminated and a only remains. Now this equation satisfies for all value of x. If I take the value of x is equal to 1, for x is equal to 1, I have chosen this value of x in such a way that x minus 1 is 0, so b into 0 will be 0, and over here x minus 1 will be 0, so c into 0 will be also 0. So you will only left with the coefficient for a. So the coefficient for a will be what? 1 plus 1, that is equal to 2, and 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. So for b and c, the coefficient is 0 because x minus 1 will be 0. And on the right hand side, you have x is equal to 1. So 1 square is 1, 1 plus 4 plus 1, and that is equal to 6. So finally you will get 2 3s are 6, and a will be equal to 3 by 4. Once a is equal to 3 by 4, now we need to select the value of x in such a way that coefficient of a is 0 and coefficient of c is 0. If I take x is equal to minus 1, for x is equal to minus 1, for x is equal to minus 1, what we can get is the term for a is x plus 1. So for the coefficient of a, minus 1 plus 1 will be 0. So a's coefficient will be 0. C's coefficient will also be 0 because minus 1 plus 1 will be 0. Now if x is equal to minus 1, then b into minus 1 will be what? B into minus 2, and x plus 3, minus 1 plus 3 is what? It will be equal to plus 2, and that is equal to minus 1 square is 1, 1 minus 4 plus 1. So it will be equal to 2 minus 4, and that is equal to minus 2. So this minus 2 will get cancelled, and you will get b as 1 by 2. So you will get b is equal to 1 by 2. Similarly, to find out the value of c, what we can do is we have to substitute the value of x in such a way that the coefficient of a and coefficient of b is 0. So if I take x is equal to minus 3, for x is equal to minus 3, the coefficient for a will be 0, and the coefficient, because x plus 3 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 3, and at x is equal to minus 3, this term will also be 0. However, the terms with respect to x won't be 0, so you will get c into minus 3 minus 1 into minus 3 plus 1, and that is equal to minus 3 square plus 4 into minus 3 plus 1, and from that we can find out the value of c. Now if you observe that a, b and c, these three are the constant values. So if you take the integration, then it is very easy to solve this integration, because integration of 1 by x minus 1 with a as the common will be equal to what? Ln x minus 1. This kind of integrations is called as integration by parts. Now let us see, if you come across a repeated linear factor in the denominator, that is x plus 2 is repeated twice. So in that case, a single term can be converted into a by x plus 2 plus b by x plus 2 square. A and b can be found out by taking the LCM, and once the a and b is found out, it will be very easy to solve this integration. Next, if you come across an improper fraction is a fraction in which there is a higher order term in the numerator and low order term in the denominator. Then in that case, we have to divide the numerator with the denominator, and it can be factorized into the given form. Once this is factorized, this is the term in which in the denominator there are two linear factors, x minus 3 into x plus 1, and that can be converted into two parts, that is a by x minus 3 plus b by x plus 1. Fourth example, integration with the irreducible quadratic factor in the denominator. If you can see that in the denominator there is this linear factor which is repeated 2 times, that is x minus 1, and there is also a quadratic factor, that is x square plus 1. So to solve such kind of an integration, whenever you come across a quadratic term in the denominator, then in the numerator it will be ax plus b plus c by x minus 1 plus d by x minus 1 square. As there is x minus 1 square, so there will be two terms corresponding to it, c by x minus 1 and d by x minus 1 square. After that, we can take the LCM to find out the value of a, b, c and d. And if you come across a repeated irreducible quadratic factor such as x into x plus 1 the whole square, so first term will be a by x, second term will be bx plus c upon x plus 1 square, and the third term will be what? Dx plus e upon x square plus 1 the whole square. Now there are other ways to determine the coefficient, as you can see in this figure, that you have x plus 1 the whole cube. Whenever you come across cube in the denominator, then it will be converted into three parts. First is a by x plus 1, second is b by x plus 1 the whole square, and third part will be c by x plus 1 the whole cube. And once you take the LCM, you will get the numerator as a into x plus 1 the whole square plus b into x plus 1 plus c. Now if you compare the numerator on the left hand side and right hand side, then this value will satisfy for all the value of x. Moreover, if I take x is equal to minus 1, then you will get the coefficient with a and coefficient of with b as 0, and you will get c as minus 2. If you keep c as minus 2, then you will get the equation as a into x plus 1 whole square plus b into x plus 1 is equal to x plus 1. Now if I take x is equal to minus 1 in this equation, okay, now in this equation x plus 1 is taken out as common, and it will be reduced into a into x plus 1 plus b is equal to 1. Now if we take x is equal to minus 1, then the coefficient with a will be 0, and you will get b is equal to 1. And when b is equal to 1 is substituted in this equation, you will get a is equal to 0. Now this is the second example in which there are three terms, a by x minus 1, b by x minus 2 and c by x minus 3. To solve such kind of fractions and to find out the value of a, b and c, we have to compare the numerator, and this is how we have compared the numerator. I have already solved such kind of questions in the example 1. So this is how we can find out the coefficients a, b and c, and once the coefficient a, b and c is found out, it will be very easy to solve the integration. So with this case, I will end the part 3 of integration. Thanks for watching.